Good morning, everybody. J.R. Fisher here. Welcome. Good to see you here. Do me a favor, use that chat box over there. Introduce yourself. Let me know where you're from, what you're doing. We're going to talk about cybersecurity today. And this is a big thing, guys, especially if you have a small business, because that's who they're attacking. They're not going after these big companies with big, security teams and all that. They're going after you guys. And the information I'm going to give you today can protect you and help you from becoming a victim. So yeah, it's going to be some good stuff. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Hit that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every single time I go live or if I upload a video. I apologize, I didn't get an email out yesterday letting you guys know I was going to be live today. We got people here anyhow, which is great. I just, no excuse. I'm not going to even come up with an excuse. I didn't do it. Okay. I didn't do it. I should have done it. I didn't do it. But today we're going to do some good stuff. And I think it's really going to help you guys out because, these hackers, whatever you want to call them, ransomware people, they are attacking small businesses more than ever. As a matter of fact, according to FBI's 2020 Internet Crime Report, there were 790 businesses reported cyber attacks that year. Now, keep in mind, this was a 69% increase over 2019. That's huge, guys. And that's just the ones that were reported. Not everybody reports it. From cross-site scripting in which attackers actually insert new lines of code into unsecured website components to phishing attacks, targeting group email accounts, malicious malware. There's all kinds of ways they can do this. Cybersecurity is a growing concern for most small businesses, as it should be for you too. Now, we're talking about cybersecurity today, but any questions that you want to ask, put it in that chat box. Ask me about starting, running, and growing your online business. That's what I do here on this channel. We have over 1,200 videos right now on those subjects. And it's here to just help you guys. That's it. I've been doing this for over a decade. I'm going on my 13th year now. And this channel is really just me giving back to you guys to help you out and help you grow your businesses and give you all the tools you need. So let's first kind of talk about cybersecurity and what that even means. It's basically securing your protected information and critical data online. Little businesses, small businesses, they implement cybersecurity measures to defend sensitive data from both internal and external threats, because it could be an employee or it could be somebody, in Lithuania. You don't know, and I'm not picking on Lithuania by any stretch of the imagination, just stuck into my head. But I will say that Joe Biden actually signed a law into effect in March of last month. It was just March 1st, 2022. But this legislation actually requires critical infrastructure entities to report cyber attacks to the Cyber and Infrastructure Security Agency. That's the CISA, if you want to look it up. So if you get attacked, you need to report it, because when you report it, they can actually do something about it. They can try to figure out how they got into your system. They can do all kinds of good stuff. So you do want to report these attacks if you get them. That being said, a national infrastructure improves, so do hackers' methods. While it is nearly impossible to eliminate all threats, you can greatly reduce your business exposure to hackers by establishing a strong cybersecurity posture. It's kind of like, somebody who parks in the parking lot and locks their keys, and locks their car and walks away. That car's going to be pretty secure, but the next person parks in a parking lot and leaves the windows rolled down and the keys in the ignition. You're opening yourself up to a lot of threats. So what we want to do is kind of mitigate all this stuff before it happens. So let's kind of go over the most common cybersecurity threats to small businesses. According to the SBA, Small Business Association, 88% of small businesses actually are worried about cyber attacks. They feel like they're vulnerable. One, because they know that small companies are often more vulnerable because they don't have these big IT teams to protect themselves. They just don't have it. So they know that they're more vulnerable because people are going to want to attack them more. To effectively protect your company and customer information, you need to understand 3 primary cyber threats to small businesses. And I want to go through each one and kind of define it, because we hear this stuff in the news all the time and we're like, what are they talking about? All right, so the first one is called malware. Malware actually includes a variety of cyber threats such as Trojans, which is something that kind of sneaks into your system, viruses, which we all heard about, right? And these attacks, hackers use code to break into private networks. Now, their intent is actually to steal and destroy data. That's it. Some of them are just doing it to be malicious. They just want to mess up your company, and some of them want money out of you. Malware attack, and then some of them actually want to get your information. But malware attacks usually originate from fraudulent downloads, spam emails, or from connecting to other infected devices, potentially costing businesses an excessive amount of money to repair. This is serious stuff, guys. This can bankrupt your company if you're not prepared and you're not protecting yourself. The next one is called ransomware, and it is just as it sounds. According to the CISA, which I just defined to you guys, ransomware threats significantly increased in 2021. Hackers usually inflict computers with email and can result in significant damage and expenses. As the name suggests, basically, ransomware attacks and holds a victim's sensitive data, such as passwords, files, databases, whatever, for ransom. Hackers are required to pay the money to be paid within 24 to 48 hours, or they will destroy or leak the data. Now, something interesting about this, what if you paid them and they still didn't release your data? It happens all the time, guys. But I'll tell you, there's kind of a criminal code around this to where ransomware people don't want to do that because people will quit paying. So, for the most part, they're going to release your data for that reason. Now, the next thing up here is called phishing, but that's spelled with a P. So let me put this in here. As a matter of fact, let me put the actual definition in the chat box so you can see what this is, and then you can kind of follow along as I talk about it. Wayne Charles, man, where you been? You've been hiding. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you in here, buddy. There we go. So what I did is I put the actual definition of phishing in there. And basically it's when a hacker sends a fraudulent email or direct message to a company employees with a malicious link. In fact, members of an organization and work emails are a leading cause of small business data breaches. So if you see what looks to be like an edgy email, first thing you want to do is look at where it came from, check that return email, but that could be fake too. But don't click on any links that you don't know, okay? If you don't know that person, you don't know that company, don't click on the links. Phishing attacks can result in data leaks, system freezes, virus installations. So according to the FBI's 2020 Internet Crime Report, a rise in these attacks caused an adjusted losses of $54 million in that year alone, okay? So it's a lot of money. Now, how are you going to protect yourself? What are you going to do as a small business? As I said earlier, small businesses arguably suffer from these cyber attacks more than larger enterprises because they lack the resources, okay? In fact, 60% of small businesses close within 6 months of an attack. 60%. So they can crush your business, guys. Before describing how small businesses can defend themselves, we'll first discuss the Cia Triad. It's a wide accepted model that serves as a basis for modern cybersecurity. So I want to go through each one of these. All right, so what is the Cia Triad? What is this fancy thing? Basically, it defines three vital components. It's confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Every cyber attack attempts to breach at least one of these attributes, guys. So if you know about it and you're trying to protect yourself, you can do a whole lot better than if you were just laid yourself out there. So let's look at it. Confidentiality. All sensitive business data should be kept confidential and accessible by authorized users. Okay, so that's the first part of it. Integrity. Proper measures should be taken to ensure that the system data is reliable and trustworthy. And you're probably going to have to enlist some help in this. I know we do. We don't do all this on our own. Availability. All authorized personnel must be able to access the network and its data at any given time. This means that businesses need to continually monitor network security and system functionality, okay? This is the Triad CIA. Now, to understand the relationship between these terms, there's an example that I want to go through right now. So confidentiality. To log into an account, the business owner needs to enter their username and password. If they forget their credentials, they can take advantage of a two-factor authentication, which sends users a code to reset their password. We have this set up on all of our sites. Integrity. Once logged in, they have access to accurate, unaltered personal and customer data. And then, of course, availability. Lastly, the business owner and their customers can access the store at any time because of a 24/7 online availability. Now, here we go. The NIST, okay, and I'm going to go through all this. The NIST Cyber Framework. The NIST is the National Institute of Standards and Technology. It's a department within the U.S. Department of Commerce that helps businesses increase their cyber security. All right, so using the Cia Triad as a guide, the department established the NIST. Okay, and you can go back through and watch this video later. I know there's a lot of terms in here and all, but it's a 5-step system for businesses, small businesses in particular, to defend their information security systems. Here's how it works. Number 1 is identify. The first step of creating cybersecurity plan is to identify all devices, accounts, and data that need monitoring and protection. So this includes your equipment, which is your computers, laptops, point of sale systems, smartphones, router, everything you got, okay? And then your network, your Wi-Fi network, and your VPN. If you don't have a VPN, you should get one. It's a virtual private network. Your account credentials, login information for email accounts, company software, tools, computer, and laptops. Your cloud storage, any files or information utilizing cloud storage you want to check out. And your website, including client information, inventory, and your payment processor, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2 is protect. Your business needs a multifaceted approach to defend against against cyber attacks. My phone here is going off here. It is just fine. Okay, just had to check it, make sure it wasn't anything important. So here's your primary steps for that. You want to appoint somebody in your company, and it could be you. You could be a one-person company, but to direct all cyber initiatives. If you're the only employee, then you'll have to manage it yourself and hire a reputable contractor, like what I said. You want to install antivirus software, full disk encryption, and host-based firewalls to set up all software to install updates automatically. Only allow your authorized staff to log into your system and your network. Don't let anybody else do it, okay? So I have to, every now and then, if I have somebody work on my website, allow them access, but I immediately take away that access once they've done what they're supposed to do. You also have to require strong passwords for all devices and accounts and update them every 6 months. I know this is a pain. I don't like doing it either, but you got to do it. Strong passwords basically are this. They have 8 characters or more. They have 1 or more uppercase characters, and they have 1 special character and 1 number. So you need all 4 of those components, guys. You want to implement email spam filters. You want to provide, and you know, if you're using something like Gmail, they have a lot of good spam filters in there. Every now and then, go check your spam though. A lot of people forget to do that, and it piles up and you don't even know it. You want to provide staff training on most common threats. You want to perform regular security audits to ensure that there are no holes in your system. You've got to back up all your critical assets, guys. And you want to use multi-factor authentication. Okay, so in other words, it's got to send you a text on your phone or an email or something for you to click on. You want to use a secure payment processor to protect your client data. We do that. You got to do it. Number 3, you want to detect, okay? Your first line of defense against cyber attacks is consistently monitoring your network systems. Any unusual or suspicious activity, such as unknown login attempts, strange file transfers, or movement of data should be reported to your security point person and investigated immediately. And then number 4 is going to be respond. You got to respond, okay? Respond means identifying which system or data have been compromised. Confirm the type of attack. What is it? Inform all users on your network. If the source of the breach was an email, inform all employees to immediately delete it. Get rid of it. Take the source computer, system, or application offline to isolate the attack. Okay, and then have your point person or IT professional, somebody, check any backdoor hackers may have set up to regain access. And then you want to identify the damage. Number 5, you want to, this is the final one, you want to recover. Recovering from a cyber attack can feel overwhelming. I mean, guys, this is a really frightening thing. Like any unfortunate incident, you know, you get in a car accident, you get sick or whatever, you got to take it as a learning experience and iterate on your security so it doesn't happen again. Figure out how they got in there, patch that hole, whatever it is. After an attack, remain patient and allow your system and employees to prioritize recovery before resuming business as usual or pursuing new initiatives. Now, it could be something as simple as some employee within your company actually clicked on an email and you said, don't click on emails, and they went and clicked on emails. Has this happened to any of you guys? Put that in the chat section there. Have you already been, attacked? Have you had a virus? Has something happened to your system? Put that in that chat section there. This would be really helpful to other people if you shared that information. Now, the next thing you want to do, because it's a law now, is you got to inform law enforcement and regulatory agencies. And I gave you the name of that agency at the beginning of this training. So if you didn't get that, go back and look at it. Or let me see if I can just copy and paste that in there. Let me scroll through my notes here. And I want to give you that particular, there it is. Okay. I'm trying to look through my notes here and find exactly what I gave you in the beginning so that you can use it to your advantage. And like I said, guys, if this happened to you, put it in that chat section. I know some of you guys may not be watching this live. And if you're not watching it live, what you want to do is just put it in the comment section below. Then, okay, there it is. Okay, I'm trying to find the beginning of my notes here for you guys. All right, there it is. And I'm going to copy this and stick it in there. Copy, and I'll punch this right in the notes right here so you guys can have it. There we go. So all you got to do is look that up, and you'll get the links, and you'll figure out how to actually report things, which is what you need to do. Let me get back down to my other notes here. Is this helpful to you guys? Is this helping you guys out? Let me know. Put that in the chat section, put it in the comments section. I will come back by later on and respond to any comments if you're putting in the comments section if you're not watching this live. So you want to inform law enforcement, which is what I just said. You want to remain transparent, okay? You want to let all your clients and customers know about the breach against their trust. This is super important. You see businesses doing this all the time, whether it's Target or a bank or whoever it is. They send out an email and they say, hey, you may want to change your passwords. You may want to do something different here. While a cybersecurity attack can hurt your reputation, not sharing the information with your stakeholders can really cause more damage than good. So you do need to let them know. Choose a secure website builder. Your website may contain private data like payment processing information, customer credit card data, email addresses, login credentials, your inventory, whatever it is. There's a lot of information there. This is, Wayne Charles says this is absolutely helpful. Good. I'm glad to hear it. This is why website security is one of the most important aspects of protecting your business. Now, I know I always talk about making money online, how to make money online, but if you don't protect yourself, all this money is not going to matter because people are going to steal it from you. And we don't want that to happen. So every now and then I got to do this technical training. Every now and then I got to do this motivational training. Every now and then I got to talk about your health and eating right. All these things are important. So therefore, a select website builder that guarantees the highest level of defense. So that's what we use. We use Magento, we use WordPress, and they have a lot of built-in securities. Plus we pay for other security patches and stuff. A self-hosted platform versus a managed platform. Unlike self-hosted platforms, which leave users responsibility for their own website security, managed platforms, let's say something like Wix or Shopify, something like that, have dedicated 24/7 security teams to take care of this. You don't have to worry as much if you're using somebody else's platform, but there's downsides to that too. Wix developers review the process, so does Shopify, and they investigate the suspicious activity, and they work with outside security consultants and provide reliable web hosting. So you also want to have an HTTPS and SSL certificate protection. We pay extra for those, and you should too if you don't have them. You want to manage your website builders. They're also committed to the highest international privacy and security standards. This applies to all business tools and apps it develops, like scheduling software, email services. Like we use Kartra, and they have their own protection in there. And if you don't know what Kartra is, go into the description section after this video has been posted. You'll find a link to Kartra and you can watch a video on that. Cybersecurity threats evolve. Arm yourself with a provider that has necessary resources to respond to these threats so that you can focus on your business. That's the best thing to do, is have somebody else watch all this stuff for you. Make sure you choose a platform that's aligned with the payment credit card industry data security level 1. This e-commerce compliance standard protects the security of your credit card and card holder data. So you want to make sure that you're doing that. There's a whole litany of different ones. There's the California Consumer Privacy Act. You can look at that, which is a California law that allows consumers to see all personal information and company tracked, as well as third parties information shared. If you want to get more resources on this, guys, knowing that a managed website builder oversees your site security gives users the peace of mind that they need to efficiently operate their small businesses. However, you still need to secure other password protection systems or databases like your internet network, your email accounts. Without an IT department, smaller enterprises may find it difficult and overwhelming to establish a complete security system. That's why we run a lot of our emails through Gmail. I have them set up in there. I pay Gmail every month. Even though you're sending an email to, let's say, J.R. Fisher at Survivalcave Food, it runs through Gmail, and they have all those protections built in there for me, which helps. But I've got to pay a fee every single month. Take advantage of these existing resources to help create a comprehensive plan. Number 1 is the Federal Communication Commission Cybersecurity Planning Tool. Okay, and let me put this in here. Let's see. I'm going to put this in the notes section so that you guys have this, and you can look it up later on if you want. There we go. I will put it right here. There we go. All right, and then I'm going to get back to the other ones I want you to know. The next one is the Department of Homeland Security Cyber Resilience Review. I'm going to also put that in the notes section, and you can look up all of these at a later time. Oops, let me get it here. It's hard to talk and broadcast and copy and paste. Goodness gracious. But you know what? That's what I got to do. I got to get you guys this information. This is important stuff, guys. And I know it's kind of boring. I mean, this is not exciting stuff, but man, it's so important to you guys. And if you don't have it, it's going to hurt you. The next one is called the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, which is the CISA. And I talked about this in the beginning. So I want to put this in the notes too. All right, there we go. I'm slowly putting all this stuff in there so you guys have it. And those of you who aren't watching this live, all you have to do is go into the chat section, show chat section. And when you show chat section, it will pop up and you can get all these links and all these things that I'm putting in here for all these people. And then we've got, let's see, what do we have here? This is the last one right here. And this is the National Cybersecurity Alliance. So let me get this in here. So you guys have this one here too. Boom, in there, boom, got it, done. All right, so we got that in there. All right, so guys, that's what I've got for you today. I know it's more technical stuff today. It's not as fun today, right? We're not getting all excited about making $1,000 a day or anything like that. But you know what? If you don't protect yourself, like I said, you're going to make all this money and then somebody's going to steal it from you. And it is really prevalent now, guys. I mean, if you have not gotten a cyber attack or a virus lately, woo, you are a lucky person, because about anybody, if you hold out a stick and touch some people, I guarantee you they're going to say they experience some of this. This is not something that you can put your head in the sand about anymore. This is something that you seriously need to look at. You need to dig into. If it's above your head, that's no problem. You can find people on Upwork or wherever that can help you out with this. But this is something you need to do, guys. You really do. Hope this helped you out today. Put any comments, any questions in that chat section while I'm still live. And if you're not live and you're just watching a recording of this, put it in that comment section below. I'll be happy to come back and answer any questions for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, oh my gosh, why not? You need to subscribe. Click that subscribe button down there, turn it from red to gray, and ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. I do have like 2 or 3 minutes left. If you guys want to ask anything, if you want to put any comments in there, you are welcome to do so. We didn't have a big crowd today because I forgot to email you guys yesterday. I really apologize for that. It just, whatever. I'm not going to give you an excuse. I'm always telling you not to have excuses. And then if I have one, well, then that's not good. So I'm not going to have an excuse. I just didn't do it. Okay, no excuses, no excuses. But I also have a bunch of new videos coming out, guys. My new videos will be on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every single week. I am going to be going to New Orleans. I've told you guys a little bit about that. So I'm going to be gone from, I think it's let me check here. I want to check my calendar before I tell you, because I won't be live during that period of time. I think I'm going to do some recording though, because I'm going to be in New Orleans, and I might as well. Yeah, I'm going to be gone from the 15th, it looks like, of April, and I won't be back to the 19th. So I'm going to miss doing a live on the 15th, and I'm going to miss doing a live on the 18th. Those are the 2 days I'm going to miss. Outside of that, I'm normally Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You'll see me Monday, Wednesday, Friday live, and we upload new videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays too. So you'll also get the advantage of that. And there's, anytime you have a question about anything, starting, running, and growing your online business, this channel, I've probably done a video on it. And all you really need to do is go into the channel and use the search box, type in any subject matter, whether it's drop shipping or whether it's e-commerce or, SEO or whatever it is that you want to ask. You have a question in your mind about, go into that search box, type that in there, and you'll find a video. I'm sure you'll find a video on it. And if you don't, if by some chance you don't, send me a message and say, hey, you need to do a video on this, whatever this is, okay? If you want some information and stuff like that. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for supporting this channel. I do appreciate it. Anytime you want to use a monetary support, you can also click in that box. If you're on YouTube, there's a little $ there. Click on that $. You can donate $1 or $2 to the channel to keep it going. All right, costs money to broadcast all this stuff with the lights and the camera and the time and everything. So you're welcome to do that. Just click that little $ there. Send me a sticker. Let me know that you're watching. Let me know that you're enjoying this stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here and get to work. We finished up 3 minutes early. Amazing, right? 3 minutes early. That's pretty impressive, right? If you're impressed with that, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up no matter what. I really need those thumbs up. It helps distribution of the video, guys. So thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Love having you here. And I see more people coming in now, but I got to go. Love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.